scared. My parents do want to answer. Much later.
There was a day I was going to I was going to the office. I was going to site, so I can't. I think I was going to the office. I was wearing like some jeans and like a white top, and you know, like obviously I don't really wear makeup, and I always have braids on. That's probably what is more evident to me. Is like I look young. I'm not carrying like, you know, these big bags and wearing heels and, you know, that kind of thing. I think there are many times I've seen the look on people's faces when maybe they've come, people that are the vendors or the artisans, when they meet me in person, I can see the slight look of surprise on their face, like, is this the person I'm calling Ma? Is this the madam I'm really answering to? At first, I thought to my engineer, I told him to please call me like Ma. But when he started doing that, I was like, this is very uncomfortable. Just call me Demi, please, you know. Like, just call me Demi.
So I saw this video some days ago. YouTube recommended it to me because obviously, like, I do lots of real estate content and I watch lots of real estate content. And it was about a lady that's building an estate, I think over 12 flats in her 20s. And it got me so excited because we know the hustle to buy land, first of all, in Lagos State, get all the approvals, work with your monile, work with those boys that are, you know, the community and everything. So I sent it to a friend and said, this is so inspiring. We need to work with this lady. So inspiring. And I've not even gone halfway through the video. But halfway through the video, I told him, for Salah. Now, let me just say this. Let me just give you a disclaimer. This video is on the lighter note.
I wouldn't have Key Garden Properties the way that I do right now without help from my dad. I would literally go to sites when I was young.
Her father is a big-time developer, mega man, that has been in this space for over 30 years. And I really like this lady because the truth of the matter is that many people, when they tell their stories, many people, when they say things like this inspiring, aspire to Maguire, whatever, they leave out this detail. They leave out the fact that who they knew, their connections, one even with a silver spoon plays a role. And I think, like, in this part of the world where we like literally we believe in God, I do believe in God, and we say things like "na God," you know, and it covers up for lots of missing pieces. And when you're trying to inspire a person, like, you know, if you put a caption like "I did stuff like this in my 20s," I think you also owe it to you don't necessarily owe it to the public, but I think it's only right for you to say how that happened, you know, to say, did you get a grant? However did it happen? Because that's something that's missing. Like, and everybody's a victim of this in the industry. The reason why I make videos, you know, because I think some people don't even know, the reason why I make videos is to give you content so eventually you buy from me at the end of the day. That's the reason why I make, that's my ulterior motive. And so there's no how we're going to paint it. The reason why developers are building it so they can make profits, you know, not for any sustainability agenda, whatever, is to make profits. And I just think, like I said, this is just in black, but I just think that if everybody can just be honest about their motives, everybody can, we can actually, it's better for it's better for every all involved. Even clients, some clients, they're not ready to buy, and they will stress the living daylight out of you. They will ask you questions. They will go for tons of inspections, and it has to come to the point where realtors that are not very established, it can actually make a dent. I can remember, like in a false scarcity, they will make you do. You know, this client was traveling down from Abuja, and you know, bombard you with calls, and then when they probably change their mind or they see something else, they just flat out ghost you. You know, this is a huge problem in our industry where people are not. I respect people that tell me, okay, look, Uche, I'm talking to 2 other realtors, I'm talking to 3 other realtors, I'm talking, you know, lay it down to me. Like, there should be full disclosure. Like, you know, if you're adults that are dealing about to transact business, oh, this another developer that I'm talking to. We had this fine the transaction. So when I'm putting my effort, and I'm not saying the effort should be commensurate to whether I think it's going to close or not, or it is not going to impact my service. But if everybody's being very, very honest about where they stand, life is so much better. I really, really respect this lady because honestly, I wouldn't have known. I've not seen her before. She's the CEO of Key Garden Properties. And she could have conveniently left this part of the fact that her dad did give her a hand. She said it. Her dad did give her a hand. But let's even continue this video and see how much her dad helped her.
And I would watch water, huge land spaces of water turn into beautiful communities and beautiful estates and beautiful spaces where people can live, and not just live but create a home and raise their family and walk around. My mom met one of her best friends in the estate that my dad developed. Watching that as a child gave me some sort of love and passion, and so I even decided to study real estate for my master's degree. I did my master's degree, I believe 3-4 years ago now at UCL, and I studied international real estate and planning because I knew that I wanted to work in property because of all that I had seen growing up. And how many of us know I don't know why I just said that. I sound like I'm preaching. How many of us believe that God puts us into the families that we have for like a reason? So the fact that my dad has been in real estate for his whole life is not a coincidence. My dad saw me and he decided to give me a chance. And by God's grace, I've been able to build Key Gardens to a point where it can now stand, significantly by itself.
Man, shout out to this lady, Demi. Shout out to everything that she's doing. I do still hope to work with her in the future. And she even said somewhere in that interview, it's on Ezinne Zara's page, that her sister also is in property. And this also goes to parents out there. Any leverage you can give your children, definitely take it. And I kind of even see my story in hers because she did real estate and planning, and I'm doing something similar. Yeah, I mean, let's not be telling the truth. That's just the long and short of everything that I'm saying. I'm going to leave you with this video that I did some time ago, and I think it just simply describes the situation that we're talking about.
It's so cute when Nigerian developers say things like, I started real estate so that I can reduce the housing deficit in Nigeria, or I started real estate so that I can provide affordable homes and provide access to investments to both the middle class and the lower income tax bracket. Get over it. You started real estate to make money. Let's be real. Let's say the truth. Shout out to my guy Nola Adetola of Veritasi Homes that said it as it is.
Mostly I came into real estate because I wanted to be rich. I felt
wow. That's
I'm sorry, my interviews are always like this.